Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild&Wingless. Today I got myself Esther Thomson. How are you today, Esther?
I'm going great. Thank you very much.
Mate, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show, especially around this time of year with Christmas and New Year's period. I believe you guys are currently on your way to check out some wing stuff racing. Is that right?
We are, up here at Mum and Dad's at the moment for Christmas, and then we're heading across to Murray Bridge and going to check out Tolma as well for Speed Week.
Wow, Tolma. Oh, that's going to be
Very
awesome.
excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I've only just recently came across your name, just because I'm trying to go through who's who in the zoo for this whole SummerSlam series coming up. But for those like myself who don't know who Esther
Mhm.
Thompson is, please can you give us a rundown on who you are and how you started in racing and to get you where you are today?
Yeah, sure. So, I'm a Victorian racer, so I know you talk to a lot of people who are all across the country. So I'm based out of Victoria. I've been racing wingless now for this is my sixth season in wingless. Started in VSC classes as a junior up here near Swan Hill. So that was in the days of the VSC Open Juniors. So I had a little beat up XF Falcon against some 3 litres and some sports sedans and the like. So never really had a hope in juniors, but learned a lot and had a lot of fun. So I did that for a number of years, and once I sort of aged out of juniors, I followed in my dad's and my uncle's footsteps. So they were at the time racing the VSC V8 super modifieds,
Yep.
which there's not a whole lot of racing of them, unfortunately, anymore. But at the time, we had pretty decent numbers. So I stepped into one of them when I was 16, and again learned an awful lot. Didn't have a whole lot of hope against some of my uncles and dad, but had a lot of fun at the same time. Got to race against some cousins as well, and had a real family affair. And raced those for probably 3 or 4 years, and got into uni, and sort of took a bit of a step away and went and studied engineering and finished my degree, and sort of got to the point then where I was working and earning my own money and wanting to race again. And at the time, the super modifieds were sort of starting to get really low on numbers, and I wanted more, so I went and bought a wingless and had no idea what I was doing, but went, what the heck? There's a car here, the money price is right, and got into it. So actually bought a car from Sam Wren
Oh
down
yeah.
here in Ballarat. Raced that for a number of years until I finally destroyed the chassis and bought a Maxim and haven't looked back. So yeah, I've been around it for a number of years now. Dad and my uncles were racing when I was a little kid before I even got into juniors, and they used to get around with Max Boland and Johnny Doidge in the sprint cars back in the 80s. So didn't really have a lot of hope of where I was going to end up. It was probably going to be in a race car of some sort,
Yeah.
but
No,
I
that
wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
it sounds like a lot of the people I speak to, yeah, blame their parents. They're setting them up on that road,
Yes.
down that road.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so you've had a bit of a roundabout and then you've come back.
Yes. Yeah.
I got to ask the question. What is it? What is it about wingless? What made you pick wingless out of all the divisions you could do, especially Victoria? There's
Yeah.
so many
Absolutely.
divisions.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm an open wheel fan.
Hmm.
I can appreciate a good sedan race, but for me, it's open wheels, sprint cars, the like. When I wanted to get back into racing, wingless is what I could afford. I think, like most people, sprint cars are the dream. Everyone would love to get in a sprint car, but it's not always achievable. So for me, wingless is what I could do, and it's been a lot of fun. When I first got in, I didn't really know what I was getting myself in for, but as time's gone on, I'm so glad that I did pick wingless because I've had an absolute ball. I've met some amazing people, and I couldn't imagine driving anything else now. It's an absolute ball.
Yeah, right. Okay, because I mean, my follow-up question would have been, what is it you enjoy about wingless? But it sounds like I know what it is. It's a lot of people. It's the camaraderie,
Yeah,
the close racing. I
absolutely.
mean,
Yeah,
they're affordable in certain sense, but like anything, if you want it to be
yeah,
expensive, you can make it. No, okay. So, with what you've done so far, the amount of time you've been in there this year, especially, you're sort of rolling into this SummerSlam series that's coming up, just into the new year. You've got 71 other cars competing
yes.
against. Esther, what's going through your mind with when you think about 4 nights on the road? We've got
Mm.
71 other. I don't know if I'd call you guys maniacs or what, but it's a bit crazy what you're all deciding to do. But yeah, what's your thoughts about the SummerSlam series?
Um, I'm excited for it.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie, a little bit nervous because that car count is huge, and when
Massive.
you look at the names through that list, there are some huge names in there. So
Yep.
it's going to be tough. It's going to be for all of us. The minute every time you hit the track, you got to be on it. You got to be going forward. You got to be fast. So I'm excited for the challenge. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself and to just go and enjoy it. But yeah, also nervous. it's gonna be a hectic couple of days.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's talk. You ever been to Lang before, round one?
No, I haven't been at Lang yet.
Right.
I was meant to race there for the first time last year, but I bent the rear axle the weekend before at Avalon, so had to sit it out. So we actually got in, or we're going to go do the Gold Cup a couple of days before, get a bit of a run, just get comfortable with the place, because 72 wingless at Lang, which is probably from most cars going to be the first time they see the place.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. No, that's right. What about Mount? You've been to Mount before?
Yeah, race Mount a handful of times.
Yep.
It's probably not one I race as regularly as some of the other Victorian tracks. It's just always been that little bit further down the road. But it's every time I have been there, I do enjoy it though. So looking forward to it.
Yep. Now, at the moment, if I had I probably should actually go back over all the videos and work out what the top track is that most drivers say is their favourite track. But I'm going to take a stab in the dark. A lot of people say Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as much as I've spoken to a lot of Victorians, but yeah, okay. So Simpson's probably one of the up there tracks. So you've been to Simpson much? What's your thoughts on Simpson?
Simpson's growing on me.
Growing
Early
on
days in wingless, it scared me. Again, because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to set the car up to get around there. Didn't know how to drive it. But as time's gone on, as I've gotten more confident, more comfortable in the car, love Simpson.
Awesome.
So it's again, 72 cars. It's going to be brutal. But it's probably going to put on the race of the weekend, to be honest. So even if I don't make the feature that night, I will be front and center on the fence to watch the feature because it's going to be awesome.
Oh, hopefully you're inside that 20. But
I'd
all right,
to be.
I will keep an eye. So it's shaping up. Yeah, Simpson better live up to what everyone's pushing this hype for because wow.
I hope it does because we all talk it up a lot.
Yeah, everyone does. Yeah. Okay, Warrnambool, you've been there often? What's your thoughts on Warrnambool?
Warrnambool.
Yeah.
Warrnambool's a new home track actually, so excited to be to racing about 20 minutes from home. So that's going to be very nice to finish off SummerSlam this year.
You can't whinge about that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really nice. Now Warrnambool's good. With the track changes the last couple of years, it's always been a bit of a challenge for everyone. It's sort of been hard to know what to do with the car, or hard to get a track that we can really be racy on. The race we had earlier the year there, it turned out pretty good, and that was with the new dirt. So I think it'll probably also be pretty good feature, to be honest. So no, looking forward to that one.
Okay.
And Premier's just always got that bit of a vibe about it, especially in the lead up to Classic. It's just cool. I think for a lot of people, it's a bit of a bucket list track, so there's always that bit of atmosphere around. Yeah,
100%. No, I definitely hear what you're saying there. So I just think 4 nights, like when you think back to majority races, like the biggest race I've ever been on with wingless is like a 3-night deal, which was the old South Australian Easter Trail we did many years ago.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And 3 nights is a hard slog, like especially when you've got, I can't remember the hour distance between like Lang to Mount and then Mount back to Sims. I can't remember, but you're sitting in the maybe like 3 hours or so. Someone's going to correct me and tell me I'm wrong, but I'm from Sydney. I don't know, 2.5-ish. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad because then you got to remember, I'm not washing and I'm not servicing.
Yeah.
You guys are washing cars. You're servicing cars. Yes. You got to pack everything away, get down the highway. I just think, wow, this is going to be. And now you guys like. Hats off to Victorian Wingless for adding that extra track. They either are very confident in themselves or they just like setting very hard tasks or hard goals to achieve. But I reckon they're going to nail it, and I'm super excited for it. Yeah. Got to ask you, because I'm asking everybody.
Yeah.
And it feels like the first 2 winners, both Travis Miller and Blake Walsh respectively, they won the belts, but it's a belt. I think the belt trophies like starting to grow on a lot of these drivers now. It's starting.
Absolutely.
What would you do if you won that belt? What would you do? Now, I'm not saying go as far as Brad Warren and go naked into KFC and order a Zinger burger with it. I'm not saying go that far, but what would you do?
Oh, I don't know. It'd certainly be put on display front and center. It'd be somewhere that it'd be seen because
You'd have
it's
to
the
walk around
coolest trophy
you'd
going
have to
around.
walk around the pits with it all night, not around your waist, around your neck, like so people
Yeah,
they can't
over the
miss
shoulder.
it. Yeah, over the shoulder. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome
It'd
if
be
you did.
getting shown off, that's for sure.
Oh, good. That's good. That's a deserving winner right there. Show it off. Another series you're doing this year is the Super Series.
Yes.
So
yes.
talk to me about that. How's that going for you?
Super Series it's not too bad. First round got rained out,
Yep.
which was going to be the first round was actually meant to be Swan Hill, which for me is a bit of a home track. That was where I did all my junior days, so I probably done thousands of laps around that place. So I always like going back there.
Yep.
So it was disappointing that the first round got rained out. I think got rained out and low numbers, which sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that got rained out, and then where were we? We had Simpson was turned into the first round a couple of weeks ago, so which was also a very rainy, wet night. Probably didn't quite go to plan for me. I was in one of the first heats of the night that sort of got caught up in the shower of rain, and it was go out for track pack, come back, and we were a bit back and forth, and got a bit caught out with the wrong setup. So the first heat sort of was a bit of a washout for us. Didn't really count for anything, and buried in points then. So we managed to race back through the B and missed a transfer by one spot.
Oh,
so
you're kidding.
Sucked.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks. But no, it was a good start to the series. We've got another couple. I think we've got Avalon. I think there's a round at Horsham. I can't remember where the last one is for the year, but looking forward to seeing how that plays out over the year.
Yeah,
nice. It normally gets a lot of regular drivers, so it's going to be pretty competitive, I think, when we get to the front field run of it.
Yeah, okay. One thing I'm starting to sort of pick with you is you sort of almost go to say as a points racer. You like your points racing?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of that this year. It's probably not something I've done before.
Right.
I've probably never really had the time or the resources and the help to chase points. We sort of just picked and chose whatever tracks we could get to, whatever weekends were free. But this year we've probably changed that a little bit. My partner set the challenge to me and said, well, if we're going to do it this year, let's see if we can chase the aggregate.
Nice.
Which is like our season championship here in Victoria. So we're sort of setting our goals and our sights on that, and which means doing an awful lot of racing, going to pretty well every show on the calendar this year, and seeing what we can do. So yeah, we're probably not quite at the front of the field on a lot of nights, but we're also collecting points. Which has been going well so far. So yeah, exciting to see how that plays out over the year.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
There's a couple of us I know are doing the same thing.
Yep.
So we're sort of eyeing each other off and keeping an eye on points, and it'll be fun.
Nice. All right, and there's another series you're doing, which is the Eastern Series. Now, I've not discussed this with anyone before because I've not had anyone talk to me about it. So, talk to me about the Eastern Series. What are the tracks involved? How many rounds?
Yeah, so Eastern Series is it's another Victorian series that's basically everything the other side of the West Gate. So Melbourne out through Gippsland Way. So it covers Nyora, Druin, Rosedale and Bairnsdale.
Yep.
So we've already had 2 rounds of it. So we had one at Nyora on the Melbourne Cup long weekend. I had another one at Druin. I think it was the weekend after actually. So
yeah, right.
Druin was a good night for us. I actually got my first podium in wingless that night. So
well done.
That was pretty exciting. Which actually put us, I think we're sitting second in the points of that one at the moment, behind Tommy McDonald at the moment.
Wow.
So yeah, also excited to see how that one plays out as we get through the rest of the rounds.
Yeah, nice. So okay, so how many rounds is that championship?
I think it's 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Either 5 or 6.
Right. Oh, there you go. Jeez, you're doing a lot of racing, aren't you?
We are this year. It's been hectic.
All right, so no, we haven't spoken about it, but the WOW series that's now coming down to your neck of the woods in Victoria. Are you guys going to try and jump on rounds 3 and 4? Well,
we're thinking we might.
Simpson and
I mean, even if we're not racing, we'll absolutely be there because what they're doing with that WOW series is pretty impressive and pretty awesome. We've been watching it on TV for the Toowoomba and the Sydney rounds, and it's so cool what they're doing. So we'll absolutely be there to watch it. we're still sort of tossing up whether we'll join in with those ones. Because we may also take the opportunity for a weekend off.
Yeah, well,
Obviously they're not
that's it.
Victorian
Yeah,
points
jeez.
rounds for us,
Yes.
so we might sit them out and just enjoy. But knowing us, we'll probably get to the week before or whenever the nominations close and go, nah, stuff it, let's go.
Yeah, let's have a think about it. Well, I mean, look, you've got 72 cars for the SummerSlam, and I still remember. I'm sounding like a broken record now, but I remember when the WoW series kicked off, and it was 60 cars, and
Yep.
I kind of thought, oh, 60 cars. Yeah, I know we can get 60 into Sydney sometimes, and I know you guys can get 60 no problems either. And
Yeah.
South Australia, could they get 60? They probably could. They might have to get a few ringers from interstate, but they could easily do that. But just when we didn't achieve the numbers on the first night, but then the second night in Sydney we achieved the numbers, I'm thinking, man, this thing's huge. And then I go and read about this SummerSlam series. Wait, what? 72 cars?
72.
Yeah, Wingless, Victorian Wingless was just like, here, hold my beer. That's nothing. Watch this. And I'm just thinking, man. And I was trying to work out too. So where, okay, Parramatta, for example.
Yep.
60 cars, only 24 could go through.
Yes.
Right, so yeah, 36 go home. Well, not for SummerSlam.
No.
SummerSlam, there is a track that's got 20 car limit.
Yes, I think Lang actually has a smaller field for the feature, so it's going to be
52 cars are going home. Like 52 are going. No.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, man, 52 people not making the dance. That's going to be hard.
It's brutal. Oh. It is very brutal. You got to be on it.
That's going to be hard. But look, I hope you're going to be in the good area of that. And either way, you're just going to have a massive smile on your face. It's good to see you out there having a crack. Have you ever been up to Mildura before?
I raced there once in the ringless when I think it was my first ever race off the rookie ribbon.
Yep.
So about my fourth show ever. Again, didn't have a clue what I was doing and had an absolutely miserable night. But that was also before they changed the track surface and rebanked it and redid the place. So I've never actually driven on the new track. So I'm hoping now that with a bit more experience under my belt, a bit more knowledge of what the hell's going on. And I've heard amazing things about the track up there, so I'm hoping it'll be a lot better night this time round.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I hope it is for you guys. It's an amazing place. We love going there. I love going there. I can't wait to go there because we're going to have the Australian title 1 week, and you obviously don't roll up on the Friday. You got to be there the Thursday before and whatnot. So we're probably going to roll into town around about Monday, Tuesday. So that's a full week. Fingers crossed, good weekend. Then we've got a full week of God knows what they've got installed for us before the WoW series. So I'm thinking, man, this is going to be unreal. But yeah, I mean, it'd be good to see you guys there as well. It's going to be a massive car count again. But by the time you get to Mildura, you'll be no worries. You'll be all cool, calm, and relaxed. You'll be ready to rock and roll. So I mean, okay, so you haven't been there. You obviously seen it on TV.
Yes.
The track.
Yeah. No, watched a few races there.
Yeah.
Badass, looks fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what promotional work they do there. I actually had Brad Warren, we were talking about the other night, how Lismore had them come through the curtain with all the sparklers and the kiddie stuff. I thought, man, I've been trying to remember the track, but where are they going to have them come from and how they're going to do it? Who knows? Wade Orange is involved. They'll probably be jumping out of a helicopter going up over and parachuting in. I don't know. Who knows? It's going to be crazy. But no. So you're going to be ready to rock and roll to start this summer or 2025 really racing. Oh yeah. Yep. So
we're keen to get back into it. We've had some crazy busy weeks the last couple of weeks just with life and stuff. So keen to get back into some racing and have some fun again.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm going to look forward to catching up with you guys on the road, especially for SummerSlam. So if you see me come with a microphone, please be nice to me. I'm only going to be trying to ask you, how's the track going? What's it looking like? And hopefully you got a smile on your face. But yeah, speaking of tracks, what is your favourite track you've raced at?
I mean, the obvious answer that, as you've already said, everyone gives is Simpson. That's very quickly becoming a big favourite. Premier's always got that bit of bucket list feel about it. It's always just cool driving through the pit gates there out onto the track. Swan Hill will always be always be home track for me.
Yep.
It's fun. I do enjoy driving on it. And it's always got that cool home vibe. Lots of friends and family always come to watch up there. So it's probably a bit of a mix of the three. But people ask that question a lot, and I don't really have like a standout favorite that I just like that one. That is the favorite. So it's a bit of a mix, to be
Mix.
honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. That's okay. How about this one? Hopefully we get it. I don't mind a few answers for this one. What's been
Yep.
your favourite moment in the sport?
The first thing that comes to mind is probably Druin a couple of months ago getting a podium there. And it's probably actually driving back to the pits off the track and seeing the smiles and all the congrats and stuff. Because there's a lot of people that know how hard we've worked to sort of get the car to where it is, and it was really, really cool just to see the response from everyone.
Yep.
So that means a lot. I enjoy all of it. I enjoy just going racing with friends, just going racing with family, getting to travel, go on road trips, and just sort of see parts of the country that we haven't seen before, and take a race car while we do it. So it's been a bit of everything.
Yeah. No, that's good. I've often always said a bad Monday with a trophy from Sunday is always good. So if you can get something over the weekend, man, your week's made. So no, that's awesome. Esther, look, I really appreciate you giving us the time and to sit down and have a chat, learn more about who Esther Thomson is. That's awesome. Now, what I try and do is give everyone an opportunity to thank the partners who help them up and down the highway with their race cars. I'm sure you have people that have helped you. So please, the floor's all yours.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a number of people this year that have sort of jumped on and given us a hand. And I mean, first off, I have to say thank you to my partner Flats. He's done a monster job on this car, and he's sort of given up his own racing this year to help me do this. So he's rebuilt the car for me in the off season while I was off tripping around America having a ball, and even chased some sponsors and rounded some people up to help us as well. So I can't thank him enough for everything he's done. And Dwayne and Wendy, Nuggets Engineering, they've been friends for a very long time, and give us an awful lot of help with bits and pieces, keeping the trailer going for us and looking after that. Brad Frost at Portland Mechanical Services, Chris Nankerville, King Race Designs, Daryl at DMC Automotive, Cookie, Tyre Factory Warrnambool, Ash Sinclair Service Centre, Thompson Trading, John and Bev Payne, Mark Banks. They've all chipped in bits and pieces as the year's gone on, and just encouraged us, supported us, followed us, helped us out at the track, done all sorts of stuff. So I can't thank them all enough. It keeps us going, and it's a big commitment what we're doing this year, and we couldn't be doing it without people helping us.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's really good. A lot of people want to be there when the times are good, and it's when the times are bad we sort of wonder who's there to help us. And the people you've got around you have been there and they're there. So it just makes what you do so much easier, just knowing you've got people believing in you when you feel things are hard. And so,
absolutely.
That's awesome to hear. I'm so happy to hear about that. So look, thank you very much. You have a great Christmas and New Year's period. And I look forward to seeing you guys at Lang on the 2nd.
Yes.
So, everybody, that's, Esther Thomson. Please check out her racing page and throw a like and all the rest. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Until then, we'll see you. Take care.